Hey guys, this is a quick video on whether you should or should not list a vehicle on Turo. I listed a few of my vehicles on Turo. This is my 2010 Chevy Malibu. I just finished cleaning it up. I like to take my cars. I'll run you guys through my list of things that I do to get my cars ready and kind of give you guys some pointers as far as my experience. But I tend to clean my cars out at home, vacuum them, detail them, and then just run them through the car wash. I have a brown bear right near me, so I run them through there real quick. These are older cars. This is actually one of my cash cars, and what I mean by that is it's paid off and it's below a certain price point. But I've been doing Turo for about 2-3 years now, and things that you may want to consider is, one, how saturated is your market? Years ago, for instance, Teslas. A Tesla Model S would go for hundreds of dollars a day on Turo. Now, a brand new Tesla may only go for $60, $70, $80 a day. So, one, you want to consider how saturated is your market. I would download the Turo app, look in your specific area or wherever you plan to deliver your vehicle to or have it picked up from, and look at what the going rate is in that area. This car, for instance, it used to go for between $40 and $80 a day, depending on the time of year. Now, this car is only going for maybe $20, $30 a day. This car is paid for, it's paid off, so anything I get above my expenses is profit. But if you go out and, let's say, buy a brand new car and you're hoping to go and not only make your car payment, but also make a profit, you might find yourself in a hole, especially when it comes to depreciation of a vehicle. So, one, I would check your market, see how saturated it is, see how a car that you're thinking about listing may perform in that market. Two, I feel, and this is just my personal opinion and in my experience, I feel to be the most profitable on Turo, if you're going to, let's say, go out and buy a vehicle for Turo, is get a decent vehicle, a vehicle that is, clean, runs great, is reliable, but also the cheapest car that you can buy that still fits the criteria. You can go to Turo.com or the app and look, but it has to be below a certain mileage, and it has to be also within a certain year range. They don't want really old cars unless it's a classic vehicle, which there's information on that as well. But for me, if anybody asks me, hey, what is the biggest advice you would give me if I'm going to go buy a car to put on Turo? I would say get the cheapest car that fits the criteria, and also see how well it does in that area. And whether you have cash or you're financing, I would stay below $10,000. If you can stay below $8,000, which there's plenty of cars out there, you just got to look. It might not be a car that you love, but it's very fuel efficient, or it's economical, or it fits a family and it's a minivan. If you can get a car that's below $8,000, I feel like the sweet spot is, $4,000 or $5,000. Looking on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Craigslist, looking for a car that fits the criteria. It cannot be salvage title, and look on Turo for other criteria, but make sure it's a low price point so that either you can pay cash for it, or if you do finance it, which I do have a car that I purchased for, it was out the door $11,000, so my payment was only like $200 a month. So anything I make over $200 a month is $200 plus my insurance. So anything over like $250 a month is profit. So that's just a few pointers and a few things you should consider. I do like Turo. I drop my vehicles off down the street from where I'm at. Actually, I'll show you guys my full process for dropping a vehicle. I'll see you in just a second. So with my vehicles, when I started Turo, I did not want people coming to my personal home, so I found what was most convenient and closest to me was a local coffee shop down the street for me. It was only a few minutes away. If I decided to walk and it's a beautiful sunny day, I could walk home in about 10-12 minutes. Or if I want to take an Uber, it's a business expense. An Uber generally costs me about $6 to get back home. So I do contactless delivery. So what I do is I have a key box and I just put it on the window. Lock it in there. I've already did my pre-trip inspection and photos. At this point, I'm just gonna lock the vehicle. Lock my keys up without you guys seeing my combination. Lock it up. And now I'm gonna go. I actually leave my vehicle at Starbucks So I'm gonna go call an Uber. It's gonna cost me about $6, and that's pretty much my process. I take it home, I clean the vehicle up, I run it through the car wash, I drop it off down the street. In the summertime, usually I'll just walk back home. Otherwise, I'll catch an Uber, and then I'll wait until the end of the trip and either have someone bring me to pick up the vehicle or catch an Uber and collect my check. So that's my process. That's my tips as far as if you want to rent out a vehicle on Turo, and just also keep in mind, what are your intentions? Are you wanting to buy a car that you are able to make some extra income with, but it's also your own personal car, or are you looking to actually just make some extra money, some kind of like a side hustle? And do keep in mind that you do have to be mindful of how much the market has changed and is saturated. You may not be making thousands of dollars a month. You may make a few $100s a month, but to some people, that's worth it. But it all depends on the age of your vehicle, how saturated your market is, and just being realistic with your expectations. So if this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and have a great day.